kids like me who believe Ice Cube was a real gangster, who believe Dr. Dre was a real gangster, who believe Ren and E was real gangsters and they would kill people, homie. I acted out those lyrics believing that that imagery that them niggas sold to me was real. And I literally was heartbroken. Nigga,
Yeah,
when I
you're not the
found out
only one.
Tupac,
You're not
I
the
was
only
I
one.
was heartbroken when I found out Tupac didn't sell dope and them niggas wasn't no real gangsters, homie. I felt betrayed. I felt betrayed, homie, because I almost threw my life away. But I was grown before I realized that, my nigga, and I was ashamed. So a lot of what you see now, nigga, is the resentment of being tricked as a kid. And you niggas still carrying this shit on? Nah.
Now, I got
See
a
the crazy.
hypothetical question. I got a hypothetical question for y'all, right? Now, the rapper Casanova is looking at 25 years to life for the RICO and the gun charge and all that. Hopefully, he's able to get around it.
He's
Now,
done.
if you was in this position with a wife, kids, successful career, houses, money, all the shit that you dream about while you in the prison, he had obtained. Now, if you were, if do you think that if you were offered a deal, would he take it, or would he go to trial knowing he could be in prison for potentially the next 2 decades? Because he always spoke about people saying about people cooperating, but they always talk about that shit about cooperating because they haven't been put in that position yet. So now he's put in the same position that 6ix9ine was put in. He's put in the same position that everybody else that has cooperated has been put in. And the track record of guys standing up and the track record of guys cooperating, it don't really even up. So what y'all think? What do y'all think that he's going to do with this time he's facing?
Well, the truth of the matter is that now that they denied him his bail, he has a decision to make whether he stand tall or he fold. Here's the reality of it. If he tell it's not going to work out the same way it worked out for Tekashi 6ix9ine, because he's supposed to be an official, he's supposed to be a goon for real. So looking at that gorilla ass looking nigga, that McGilla gorilla, strong ass ape ass nigga, he an ape, telling and folding on his crew, it's not going to work out for him. And he might as well stand there. It's do your time, nigga. You did the crime, do your time. Stand tall with your crew. Stand tall. Personally, I don't think he gonna tell. I don't think he gonna tell. Because the reality of it is the way the feds got them is like, okay, he gotta come with something big now. So he ain't gonna be able to hide it. The whole thing about it is they want to humiliate him. They want to break him. He ain't gonna secretly snitch and get his way out of that. Nah, he got to officially tell and bring some cats down. And it's like, and once he do that, where do you go from there? Back to the hood? Because the record labels ain't gonna be able to do nothing with him. He ain't gonna be able to sell. He was barely selling records anyway. He wasn't a top artist. He was just getting a couple of shows. Shows is over right now. The COVID then killed all the shows. So it's like, where do you go? Now you got to go back to the hood on the same niggas that you done told on. The best thing that he could do is just hope that they give him mercy and do his time. His career is over with. It's done.
Yo, Charleston, what you think? If you're familiar with the situation, what you think?
Uh, say, homie, I think he gonna do what most niggas try to do. Try to stand tall. But even for those that stand tall, they gonna try to break it. They gonna give you enough time where when they come back and talk to you in a year from now, you gonna be ready to tell. Cause while you gone, while you standing tall, it's gonna be one of your partners gonna go fuck one of them hoes you really love. They gonna stop writing you, they gonna stop talking. So when the feds come back to you a year later, 6 months later, you gonna have some information this time. So they know how it go, homie. They know us. They made us. Willie Lynch doctrine was believed to be a scientific method. It just wasn't no process. It was a motherfucking scientific method, right? And we see how good their scientists are. So they know how we behave. They know what circumstances and situations to put us in to make us respond how they want us to respond. They're that crafty with us. So, homie, most criminals are no different than any other criminal, homie. So he gonna try to play tough in the beginning, but they know how to play.
Now, Charleston, in your opinion, does New York and the East Coast respect Texas and vice versa? Does
Oh,
Texas respect the East Coast? Because of you know, the
Real niggas.
people gonna hold me to the
yeah.
fire about some of the things. So I want to make sure I ask you the shit that they
We're
want to
finna
know.
clear this up now, homie.
Okay.
Real respect, real in Alaska, in Hawaii, no matter where you at, right? There's some healing that needs to take place because we don't understand each other's cultures. So over time, we've said, fuck them Texas niggas, or we done said, fuck them New York niggas. Over time, because of our lack of ignorance of New York culture. Homie, I was bright-eyed and bushy-tailed coming to New York, homie.